I think definitely on for a sub 220 clocking here today.
Yeah, she's managed to just keep building and building and building. She's running very impressive 5-kilometre splits since, well, really since just before halfway. But it was that 15:59, and then she's gone 16:05, 16:09 for the 3 following 5-kilometre sections. She's just about to complete another one here. And once well, she'll be able to see Big Ben. We're looking the other way, obviously, but she'll be able to see it.
She's inside a mile to go. There's a red telephone box about a couple hundred metres back down the road there on the left-hand side, which is 1 mile to go. So she's now in front of Big Ben, and I think that is about 1,200 metres to go.
How many telephone boxes are there on the route, Paula?
I don't know, but I know that one. There's usually a man sitting cross-legged on the top of it. Today he's doing the robot.
Is he? Oh dear. Well, I know you used to count the lampposts, and you used to run between lampposts and keep you focused. And focus is very much what Priscah Jeptoo managed to do today. Looking at her watch there for her own benefit. There's not even a marker there. I'm not even sure why she did that, but she must know now. Well, she of course knows that she's on for perhaps the biggest win of her career. She's won big city marathons. She nearly won the Olympic Games here last year, but heading for a win in the 2013 London Marathon. Edna Kiplagat has tried hard, but wasn't able to stay with her.
Still running very strongly here. Edna Kiplagat, I would say, pretty secure in that second place. I'm just trying to see if we can get any more information about who might be in third place, but she is pretty comfortable and fairly close to her personal best, I would think, there.
As we watch Priscah Jeptoo, runner-up in the Olympic Games, runner-up in the World Championships, third place at the London Marathon last year, as she heads down towards the welcome site of Buckingham Palace and the Mall, and the crowds around St James's Park and then into the Mall and around the top of the Mall are absolutely phenomenal, and they'll cheer for this young athlete. She ran here, finished in the Mall in second place behind Tiki Galana, who unfortunately is running really slowly and really struggling in the marathon today. But this lady, when they got to the halfway point, relatively slowly, the race really took off. The acceleration happened, they were working hard, they were moving quickly, but at every point of the race, Priscah Jeptoo was able to respond. She looks good now, there's a good long gap behind her, she's checking her watch there. I don't know where the landmark is, but there is a landmark there on the side, and she's checking her watch against. And there she goes, looking good, looking strong, on her way. Second place last time she ran in London. Third place when she ran the London Marathon last time. And now, a year later, on her way to a glorious victory, to put her name amongst some of the great marathon runners of all time. Once again, an Olympic champion came to London and wasn't able to win it. Edna Kiplagat, second place, looking over her shoulder. She's safely clear, and down the road she can see in the distance Priscah Jeptoo.
I think we were just looking back at the Kenyan records to see whether Priscah Jeptoo had any chance of getting that Kenyan national record, actually held by Mary Katani, I think, at 2:18:37, followed by Catherine Dereba at 2:18:47. So Jeptoo's not going to get that today, but she is inside the last 600 metres now. She can see the palace in front of her. She knows she's in the closing stages. Hopefully she's not going to look at her watch anymore, because she doesn't need to know that. She just needs to run as hard as she can to get the race finished and enjoy the victory. She'll take the first turn round in front of the palace. And I always remember thinking that you keep thinking the finish is going to be around the next corner, and there are actually 2-3 corners as you go around this curve to come into the Mall.
Well, Priscah Jeptoo is going to come into sight of our commentary box here. We are on the corner. She'll have the central road to herself there. Harry, who's done that many years, just guiding her around the last corner, the last 250 metres.
He says my style is a bit ungainly. People comment on it, and you can see that in that shot there. But look at her. She says it might be ungainly, but I'm very comfortable doing it. Well, today she's been extremely comfortable doing it.
The welcome sight of the finish line for the Olympic silver medalist, cheered on by thousands and thousands here in the Mall. Didn't quite win in London last summer, but she's been supreme this year. Her training partner, Rita Jeptoo, won in Boston last Monday. And what to cast our minds back to that race, but also celebrate London today. Her training partner, Priscah Jeptoo, wins in London. The two of them, I'm sure, will be delighted in each other's performances. The two races united in the two women's victories. Priscah Jeptoo, the champion of London 2013. A new big personal best for Priscah Jeptoo. She performed supremely well, was patient, and then in the second half of the race was totally dominant. 5-kilometre splits that got faster and faster. The best race of her career.
There you can see what it means to her. Fantastic performance. Maybe a thought back to what happened in Boston the other day as she waits across the finish line for the world champion who's just going past us. That's Edna Kiplagat on her way down to the finish, and there she is. She's enjoying these moments of glory.
The world champion Edna Kiplagat ran a very, very strong race, did everything she could to hang on to her compatriot, but had to settle for second best today. Edna Kiplagat crossing the line in just about 2 hours 21 and a half, taking second place. Tough run for Edna. She said she farms at home with her husband, and I think they're heading off to a farm in Wiltshire this week to see how it's done in the UK. I'm sure it'll be a nice restful few days for her after what's been a tough day out there.
Just looking back at the figures from last year, we think that Priscah Jeptoo pretty much ran exactly the same time as she ran here last year, but different type of race, and her second half today was covered in 68.24, which explains why she did so much damage in the second half.
That's impressive, isn't it? That's a very fast second half of the race. Still wouldn't add up to a world record, would it? 268, 216, but she is a very, very good athlete. Has been in great form this year. Some good battles going on further down. Akaba, who's really set her stall out early on, the Japanese athlete, has done well to just stick to her own race plan here. She would have thought around about 2:24 for her, and that's exactly what she was able to execute. She's going to be probably a bit outside that by the time she gets to the finish line. And behind her, Baisa and Melkami having their own little private battle. But this will be our third-placed athlete, and Florence Kiplagat must have completely fallen apart in the latter stages. Nowhere to be seen at the moment. She, of course, was in that breakaway group originally.
This is significant for Akaba too, because she may well be running herself into contention for selection for the Japanese World Championships. And as we try and get maybe some information further back on how Susan Partridge and Amy Whitehead are doing in their quest to achieve the qualifying standard for the World Championships in Moscow later on this year.
Well, I'm told that the Japanese had stipulated 2:24, but I think winning here in London, when all of the Japanese athletes are here, will certainly stand her in good stead in a race that was slow in the early stages. They've got to reflect on that. She's run well in the second half of the race. That's one reason why she was putting it on. She's not going to run inside 2:24. The clock's already ticking beyond that, or very close to that. She's still got another 300 metres or so to run, but it will be a good performance for her. Huge Japanese contingent here in London, just walking around the streets the last few days. Huge support for their athletes, and of course marathon running in Japan, so popular. So Akaba into the last 200 metres. Will this be enough for her to gain selection for the World Championships? Well, we'll have to wait and see. 33 years of age. She performed well in Daegu, was actually 5th on that occasion behind Edna Kiplagat's victory. She'd love the chance, I'm sure, to go and represent her country again in Moscow in the summer. Third place here in London today. So Yukiko Akaba, well, clear in third.
you can see the anguish on her face there as she saw that clock ticking away. I mean, she knew that she needed to run 2:24 was what had been asked for, and maybe that explains why in the early stages when it was so slow, it was a Carver that was at the front trying to push the pace along. Nonetheless, she's got a great third place here today, and she'll be happy about that when she thinks about it.
Right, good run from her, certainly to get into the top four. The times will not be too pleasing to many of the athletes, because they do come to London looking for a quick race, they do come looking for a fast time. The men are certainly delivering that. The women was slow early on. The pacemakers were doing the job. They chose not to go with it. Maybe, of course, they were all looking at Galana, who then obviously fell.